Hey there, and welcome back to another edition of Dose of David. My name is David Breslow. I am the founder of the Personal Best Academy and Performance Success Strategies and the author of Wired to Win. Today, I want to talk to you about something that we've all gone through, I'm sure. I know I certainly have. It's the old comment that we make to ourselves sometimes when it goes like this: I knew better. I knew better. How many times in your life have you done something or said something that you regretted later, or that you thought you could have done differently or done so much better than you did? And after it was over, you said to yourself, geez, I knew better. I knew better than to say something like that. I knew better than to make that choice. I knew better than to say that thing or do that thing. Well, I'm pretty sure we've all had that experience in life. But here's the message I'd like you to get here today. It's not about that you knew better. You may have known better. Intellectually, you may have known that the choice you made was wrong, or the word you said was wrong, or the comment you made was wrong, or you should have held it back, whatever the situation was. But the reality is, we all do what we are capable of doing at the moment that we do it. We are all doing what we're capable of doing at the moment that we do it. Now, this is a hard pill to swallow for some people. It's not that you didn't know better. It's not that you didn't have the skill or the talent or the ability to do something different, because you did. But at that moment in time, you did what you were capable of doing at that moment. Now, I've had this discussion with clients for years, and some of these clients, again, are big egos or professional athletes or corporate leaders, managers and supervisors, entrepreneurs, people who are strong-minded and running their life and governing what they do and empowering themselves along the way. And still, they will say to me, "Oh, no, I knew better. I just shouldn't have done that." And I try to talk to them about this reality that it doesn't matter that you knew better. What matters is you did what you were capable of doing at that moment. You get it? At that moment. Because we are all doing that. But in a particular moment in time, whatever's going on, your emotions might be churning, whatever's happening at that moment, you did what you were capable of doing at that moment. That's the important statement here, at that moment. I talk to athletes sometimes, and like a baseball pitcher, for example, will say to me, I knew I shouldn't have thrown that particular pitch. The guy hit it out of the park and won the game. And I knew I shouldn't have thrown it. I knew better, but it doesn't matter. At that moment, they did what they were capable of doing at that moment. They threw the pitch that they threw at that moment because that's what they were capable of doing at that moment. Okay. How many times have I said it in this short little video? At that moment. So please, the real message here is get off your own case. Stop judging, stop criticizing, and accept that you did what you were capable of doing at that moment. It may be difficult for some people to do that, but I'm asking you to consider, just accept what you did at that moment. Whether you liked it or not, or whether you knew better than that or not, is really not the issue. Because in the next moment, the next time that situation happens, then you can make a different choice. But in the past, something that's already done, please accept that at that moment, you did what you're capable of doing. Take a discussion between spouses or coworkers, when somebody said something and in that particular moment it hit you the wrong way, maybe it triggered something in you and you responded with sarcasm or criticism, or you turned and walked away, and 5 minutes later or 10 minutes later you said to yourself, geez, I knew better than to do that. I knew better than to do that. Well, maybe you did, and you probably did know better, but at that moment, can you accept, now in this moment, can you accept that what you did at that moment was what you were capable of at that moment, giving the mental, emotional, and energetic conditions that were happening in your life at that moment? That's what you did. So how many times have I said at that moment in this video? Probably a good 10, 12 times already. Okay, at that moment. Please, please give yourself a break. We've all done it. We've all said and done things in the moment that we may have regretted later on because we knew better. That's our intellectual mind trying to rationalize with us, and our logical mind trying to convince us, that we're bad or that there's something wrong with us. Geez, you knew better than that. You knew better than that. Why did you do that? You don't need that. You don't need that. If you can allow that what you did at that moment, if you can allow that to be an understanding and an accepting that what you did at that moment is truly what you are capable of, you have peace. Because if it wasn't, you would have done something different. Do you get it? If that wasn't what you were capable of doing in that moment, like it or not, you would have done something different, but you didn't. You did what you did. I said what I said. I did what I did. That's what I was capable of doing at that moment. Will you allow your ego to just slide aside just for a little bit to accept that? Because you did what you did because that's what you were capable of doing at that moment. I know you're capable of more. But what you did because of the conditions and whatever the environment at that moment, that's what you were capable of doing. Has nothing to do with what your true skills or abilities are. So don't let your intellectual mind start to mess with you so that you start moving down the track of self-judgment and self-criticism and self-denigration and all that. Empowered people don't do that. And as you know from all of my videos, I'm really interested in empowering people. Empowered people don't go down that road. Empowered people understand this insight I'm sharing with you today. That's part of what we teach in the program. So thank you for hanging out with me for this particular dose of Dave. If you're watching this on YouTube, you will notice some things popping up on the screen in different places. Click on the one that says, yes, it's free. That'll take you right to the page where you can sign up for the free video training that I have called Three Secrets Empowered People Use to Design the Life Other People Only Dream About. So if it's on the screen, click on that. If you're watching on your cell phone, it may or may not show up. I'm not sure how that works quite yet. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But underneath the video, there will be a link taking you to the same page. So Dave Breslow, thank you once again for being with me here on this edition of Dose with Dave. And again, click on somewhere on this page, either on the video or below the video, to take you right to davebreslow.com, where you can sign up for a free training video, the 3 secrets empowered people use and empowered people know to design the lives that other people only dream about. Okay, it's your turn. Hang out with that training video. I'll bet you'll love it. It's my pleasure to give it to you. So Dave Breslow, thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.